Thanks very much. Mooch and I are at the Youth Football Clinics here in Draft Town. We have a couple of great guests here with us.
Yes, we do.
We have the mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel. Great to see you.
Great to see you
again.
guys again.
Thanks for coming again.
Feel like we just did this, and here we are again. And the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell. Well, first, we have to address the weather because you said it's football weather, right?
I wanted to give you guys a real experience, so we ordered this for you.
That's not what
Thank
you said
you for
last year.
that.
Last year it was beautiful here.
You're going to have a beautiful day.
We have variety over here in
Yeah.
the Midwest, don't we?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's football weather.
So, Roger, I have to ask you because I saw you out there at the clinic tackling a dummy.
It's about all I can do now, Melissa.
Did you stretch before you did that?
I didn't, but I'm feeling okay so far. But it was great to see those kids having so much fun out there. And I'm not sure who had more fun, the kids from the middle school or the draft prospects.
This is
Or the
always
big kids?
one of the highlights of this draft week. And talk about the importance of youth football.
Well, I don't
And
think
where we're
there's,
headed with the
you know,
league here.
to me, the game of football is so important at all levels. But youth football is where kids get their first exposure, and they get the chance to learn those life lessons about the discipline in the game, the teamwork, the perseverance, and those are such important lessons for our kids to have, and staying active. So this is something that we believe in, and we continue to work and try to make sure we make it accessible to all kids, boys and girls, by the way.
So we had all 25 draft prospects out here, and we've talked about this. I have a 10 and a 12-year-old son who are playing. One's playing flag, one's playing tackle. What is the future of youth football as you see it?
Well, I think the best days are ahead. The way we're teaching the game now is so much different than the way we learned as kids. We know better how to train the athletes. We know better how to make sure that they're using the proper techniques when they're tackling. Even as something as simple as water breaks, which didn't exist when I played. We didn't take water breaks. So being properly hydrated is another important lesson. And those are good lessons for all the sports. So when we talk about being active in sports, we want kids to play multiple sports, and we want them to do it safely. And that's what USA Football is all about. That's what teaching heads-up football is all about. And so many of our coaches are really focused on doing this the right way at our level.
You can't I want to go back to what Roger said earlier. A lot of kids learn about team. They learn about discipline. They learn about healthy living. So not just the sport itself, it's all the other values that come with it. And that's so important for kids, whether they end up playing football, basketball, or any other baseball, any other sport. It is the values that come with it that they learn, and that's going to serve them for the rest of their life, whether they're on the field or off the field.
Here we are for the second year in a row, so congratulations to you. You obviously, I know how convincing you were the first year. You must have done something very convincing to get it back.
Actually, no, I think the city did a great job.
Spoke for itself.
Yes, and I said I will tell this, Roger knows this. So last year on Saturday, we had a plane up, took a photo, and I had on his desk on Monday a framed photo because they thought there was going to be 75 or 100,000 people. On Saturday, we had 150,000 people out here on Grant Park. So I had a photo framed on Monday morning on his desk, and I said, Roger, you're in your mother's arms.
Oh my God.
See you next year.
Well, you expanded this, right? Draft Town all the way to the water, and it's huge.
This goes to all the people in Chicago. This is exciting for the city of Chicago. Welcome the NFL draft. Chicago's hometown for the NFL this weekend, and we're just excited that they're back. And once again, we can show what we do well. We're a sports-loving town that throws a great big party. And I can't thank Roger and the NFL enough for coming back and highlighting what Chicago does well.
Well, I will say, I was surprised we moved from New York, but coming here in the last 2 years, fantastic. Fantastic. Well done.
Welcome to America's Heartland.
Yes, well, I want to ask about where do you see the future of this draft now? I mean, this is becoming bigger and better every year.
Well, somebody asked me the other day if we'd be back in New York at some point, and the answer is maybe. But, we've really evolved the draft into something completely different than what we did in New York.
Right.
It's just a different event, and that's the credit to the people here in Chicago and the mayor and everybody that put together this kind of an event. And we see this. It's a celebration of football in April, and we want to continue to evolve it. We want to continue to grow it, and we want to continue to share it. And that's the trick for us: is can we move this around so multiple fans have an opportunity to participate? And that doesn't mean we won't be back in Chicago.
Well, you and I have talked about it. Maybe you were considering multiple cities in the future as you.
Yeah, well, my staff doesn't like to hear that, Melissa. But yeah, we talked
That's
about.
a sore subject, Melissa.
Really? Okay.
We talked about whether you could do two different cities in one draft and be able to share it again with as many fans as possible. And that's what this is all about: is giving them a chance to touch and feel football and it's sort of that off-season fix that everybody wants.
Well, we're looking forward to tomorrow and all the events leading up to it. Congratulations again, and
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Job
guys.
well done.